That's good. Nice. Kick off info.
Bravo Delta.
Very far, very far. And then 133, 144. One 127. Click off consolation. Then 113, 123. First set. Alongside B2. Good.
One tree.
$73, $81 coming up. Sick taco. Nice. First one's Eden. is out. Second one's Eden. Help him. This is in. Next one's me. Out. Beautiful. Self-healing after this red wood.
Pump. Come on. Pump. Pump.
It's so freaking dead, man.
It's so freaking
Yes, yes, yes! Ah! Oh! Oh shit! 705. Oh my god!
Absolutely destroyed rank 1. Unpicked her with
Wow.